just don't take the bite with us.
Still, Paladin.
What's going on? I smell terrible things, I do. I smell fear, and blood, and doom, and death, and something else. Something worse. It's coming from under the city.
You've got your work cut out.
A visitor. Tell me, do you like puppets?
The toy seller nods and smiles, clearly not listening to a word you've said.
Wonderful. Here, take a look at this.
The puppet springs to life.
Impressive, no? There's a lot of craftsmanship in that small package. Quite a lot. Now, what can I do for you? I haven't had many callers of late, what with all the fuss and hubbub that's been going on outside. Sauce, what else? Each and every one of my darlings has a little bit of magic in them. It turns a mere toy into a friend. I'm on good terms with the Divine Order. They know what my work entails. They've even had use for me in the past. I have nothing to fear from them. Oh, no, not at all. I use only the smallest sprinkle of sauce in my work. I'd hardly think a Voidwoken would set its sights on me and my darlings. I love my work. I love the possibilities of it all. The idea of engineering something to perfection. But one aspect always fails me. People. Fallible, mortal, irrational people.
He throws an adoring glance to one of the puppets.
My darlings aren't like that. They are pure and beautiful. They don't make mistakes, and they don't question my desires. I don't need others anymore. I have something better. What of it? It is a feat of engineering. A modern marvel, unmatched in quality anywhere in the realm. I should know, as it is my greatest work to date. But you should broach more practical matters with Lord Protector Ahu, the keeper of the cathedral. You should find him in his chambers there. Myself and others, some of the finest feats of engineering ever conceived guard the remains of the divine. The Path of Blood was our masterpiece. Now I'm the last one alive, the last engineer of the cathedral and its secrets. I've retired and found a new calling, these wondrous darlings. One of my late colleagues designed them for the cathedral. Little wind-up sentries to guard against intruders. Now I busy myself turning the surplus into toys. It truly feels good to spread a little joy in my twilight years. Consider me at your service if you need...
Look at the size of that thing!
Antiques and antiquities! Buying and selling!
The trader looks at the mansion behind her nervously, then back to you.
Looking for, something special? Am I that transparent? I'm a little on edge, it's true.
She nods to the looming estate.
See behind me? That's Linda Kem's mansion. And if Cat's to be believed, Kem's got something valuable in there. So valuable that if we can find it, we'd be set for life. She's in there now, looking for this thing. I don't know what it is, but Cat promises our lives are about to change for the better. She's an appraiser, and a damn good one at that. Kem's obsessed with his own riches. He brings Cat in to tell him how much his collection's worth, then basks in his wealth like a lizard in the sun.
Her voice lapses into a soft whisper.
People like Kem, they just get richer and richer, while the rest of us scramble for their scraps. Cat says we deserve better, and I believe her. All done then?
She responds with a nervous wave, and her eyes flit to the mansion behind her.
Valuable artifacts, heirlooms and antiquities.
Yet another... My word, the mansion's positively overrun with foreign folk on this most inauspicious of Lucian's days.
He catches himself and scrapes his throat in a brief moment of embarrassment.
I do apologize if I came across as impertinent just now, and I hope you'll forgive my unabating boldness when I assume Sir has come here in search of an audience with either Lord or Lady Kem. Lady Kem is having tea in the drawing room over in the North Wing. I'm quite certain a person as obviously well-travelled as yourself will have no problem drifting in that general direction, should he deem it fit to do so. Oh, I meant, of course, the lizard excellencies that have sought shelter under this esteemed roof in the aftermath of the dreadful attack that was inflicted upon the Imperial Consulate. It saddens me to say there are a number of deaths to mourn, but no doubt we all rejoice at the survival of the nobles. After all, a mere clerk is so easily replaced, wouldn't you say? As you so rightfully point out, sir, quite unlike a butler. Oh, gracious, her? I truly hope you are not in cahoots with that brazen peddler. Well, she's in the dining room. Yes, do please excuse me, for I've a party of dignitaries to attend to. They've an appetite for an aperitif, and the port, needless to say, does not pour itself.
For heaven's sake, would you please... Oh, ever so sorry. I thought you were that rotten butler about to warn me once again to take the ocular, not the tactile approach. I swear I've a mind to beat him to death with the nearest dictionary I can find. Oh, do spare me. That little snob thinks me unworthy of being in his precious lord's mansion appraising his precious lord's collection of antiques. Just you try judging the state of a Vadistian armoire if you're not even allowed to rummage through its drawers. Highly interesting. And highly valuable. Perhaps even quite out of your league. Anything else?
I found you.
Again! This time I'll find you.
Not a chance, Egbert. You'll never find me.
Why, hello again.
Come out wherever you are.
I'm merely appraising the many antiques gathered in here in this beautiful mansion.
A roguish little smile suddenly plays upon her lips.
What else would I be doing? Exactly. For heaven's sake, would you please... Oh, I swear I've a mind to beat him to death with the nearest dictionary I can find.
Come out, wherever you are.
Much obliged. I'll most certainly keep that in mind. That little snob thinks me unworthy of being in his precious lord's mansion and praising his precious lord's collection of antiques. Just you try judging the state of a Vadistian armoire if you're not even allowed to rummage through its drawers. I'm merely appraising the many antiques gathered in here in this beautiful mansion.
A roguish little smile suddenly plays upon her lips.
What else would I be doing? How very perceptive of you. I could use sharp eyes like that. Consider yourself invited. Now listen closely. Rumour has it that Lord Kim's mansion is built upon a massive vault in which he hides his true valuables. His entire house is but a smokescreen for the real treasure hidden underneath. I've had no luck so far in locating this fabled vault, but if you do, I swear the entire hoard is yours. No questions asked. All I want in return for this information is a trio of curios that is said to be kept inside. The portrait of the divine, the cup of kings, and the scroll of eternity. Everything else is yours. A most satisfactory arrangement.
A blood rose bush. When not in flower, it barely stinks at all.
The water rises and falls on Lord Ken's command.
The bloom opens before your eyes, resplendent and regal. It emits a sweet, subtle scent, like that of a rose, though more intoxicating. The bloom scent ribbons towards you until it fills your nostrils. Your whole body flushes. You're sure you must be glowing, so deep does the warmth dwell.
Sorrow. Our joy shall be the God-woken's sorrow. Our joy sorrow.
The unusual bloom continues unabated, as if parroting someone's words rather than speaking of its own accord.
The advocate is dead. The doctor is in. The advocate. The wolf. Take him. The wolf. Take the wolf.
The flower has gone quiet.
The water rises and falls on Lord Ken's command.
I've spotted something. Ken was hiding. Looks like Kem's locked this hatch, on top of submerging it. He must have a lot to hide.
As you near the garden, the rustling of leaves and branches turns to an insidious murmur. The closer you listen, the clearer the whispers become.
Source in the air. He must be near. Chem. The doctor sends his regards.
The doctor has some explaining to do.
remains of the ring are destroyed.
The flower is withered. You bend to smell the bloom, but it has no discernible scent. The moment you finger the silky flower, icy darkness pierces your heart. The chill freezes your bones, then rushes free, leaving a single word etched within you. God-woken.
He will not. Allow the king to rule unchallenged.
That's the water taken care of. But it looks like that hatch needs a key.
She'll find me.
Why, hello again. Remarkable. So hard to find it.
I bit the Master Kim, I did. I could have sworn it was another man in a master suit, but it weren't. Now I'm in the doghouse like the humans say. I couldn't help it, I swear. Kim smelled like when the garden man cuts down a decayed tree, like he was using flowers to hide the rot. A little like you, but a little not like you too. Only nudging and tail wag the next time, I promise. No licking, though. I don't want to taste the rot again.
Tragedy befell us at the consulate, but at least Lord Kem offered us pleasantries and protection. He's one of the few truly honorable souls left in this city.
My word, the Red Prince. A moment of your time, please, Your Majesty, if you can spare it.
What say you? Have we time to spare? Very well. By all means, milady. Speak.
It's about Sadha, my prince. I met her in our Empire's consulate here in the city. She is pregnant with your offspring, but in mortal danger as well. Voidwoken swarmed the consulate. Flames engulfed all. But even then, the Dreamers stood by her and tried to take her into the Sanctuary of Dreams. Go to her, Your Majesty. Find her and safeguard her. For her sake, and that of your children.
The Lizard Consulate is gone. All that survives of it is what I managed to take with me. Care to see what I have? Perhaps we can make an arrangement. Best to sell anything of value. The voice of the ancient empire must still be heard in Arx, and that will require gold. It was quite terrible and wonderful. Slaughter, death, opportunity. We were gathered there in anticipation of Lucian's Day, when suddenly the ground shook, monsters howled for blood, and fires raged around us. Many a great name perished in that sudden hell. As for myself, I'm glad I survived long enough to collect what treasures I could. Surely you might find something useful among them? Oh, it was devastating, to be sure. But what good does mourning do for either the living or the dead? I found a spot of fortune in the flames. It would be wrong to squander it, yes?
Come out, wherever you are. I saw Daddy with some weird-looking cat in the garden. I think he was even talking to it. He called it Archu, I think. Anyway, I asked if I could pet it, but Daddy shooed me away.
The ring.
It's pointless to fight. We will return stronger and more numerous. Die!
Covenant can be severed. The covenant can be severed. The doctor makes no demons.
Prepare yourself.
I will yield to none.
The doctor makes no demons. The doctor makes no demons. The covenant can be severed.
An inscription at the terrarium's base identifies its contents as a wailing mandrake, a species you've not heard of before now. Not every detail is visible through the terrarium's hazed glass, but there is no missing the plant's trumpet-like blooms, perfect for catching raindrops, or insects perhaps. Three owls in the enclosure stare you down blankly, fluffing their feathers and blinking in turn. A fourth owl lies on the ground nearby, motionless. One of the owls pokes at the dead owl with a vicious claw. The poked owl doesn't move a muscle. Spying some blood on the owl's beak, you pry it open to investigate. Inside, you see a human finger. A few sharp tugs, and you've pulled a severed human hand loose, partially pecked. You don't need to be a genius to surmise that the owl choked on his dinner. As you gingerly pack the rotting appendage in your backpack, you have occasion to wonder, not for the first time on this journey, what in the void am I doing? Three owls in the enclosure stare you down blankly, fluffing their feathers and blinking in turn.
Jimmy, prithee wake thyself.
The owl addressed as Jimmy lies motionless on the ground, looking for all the world like he's stone cold dead.
Aye, aye, buck thyself up, Jimmy lad. We are blessed with a visitor.
Jimmy, Jimmy, what is it we do?
Oh, blast and bother, Jimmy. Show some civility to our esteemed visitor, won't you?
Jimmy remains dead, uninterested in answering petty questions about the world of the living. You spy some blood on Jimmy's beak and some distension of his fluffy belly. You can't tell what killed him, but you're sure as sure can be that he's dead.
Sir? Sir! Quit thy poking and prithee leave yon Jimmy alone. Our lad will ruffle up his feathers in his own sweet time.
Deceased? Bunkum, sweet Jimmy is just resting his eyes.
Sir must be aware that one often needs a small nap after a large dinner, and Jimmy just ingested a banquet.
Fare thee well. We'll tell Jimmy you stopped by.
The weather-beaten war owl salutes you with one wing. Looking closer, you can see a telltale scratch on her left claw. This is the war owl who delivered your message from the Paladin camp.
Sir, you sent me from the meadows near Driftwood. Caroline Fluffinster at your service, sir. That I have, sir. Thank you, sir. Bred and trained for service I am, sir, and proud to be some help, sir. Wherever the whistle calls me, sir. Though no doubt with the war preparations the way they are now, I'll be called up to the front lines, sir.
The owl bows before you with an outrageously over-the-top flourish of her feathered wings. The elegant owl mistress glances up at you from her papers, a harried look on her face.
Yes? I doubt it. That's probably just Jimmy taking a nap, that fat owl. He eats a lot. Poor lad hasn't been able to fly properly in months. Lord Kem feeds him too many treats, and who am I to stop him?
No surprise there. Jimmy'll sniff out a fresh corpse from half a mile away, I swear it. Death's hardly a rarity in Arks of late, so the city's been a veritable feast.
Can't you smell the fine aroma of owl shit? This is the Owlry, Lord Kem's communications link with the rest of Rivellon. Right now, I'm sending my fluffy friends to mobilise paladins to readiness. War is imminent. But Lord Kem's a good leader, a good man. He'll protect us. I'm sure of it. I suppose he sent you for the latest news? Rivellon's a big place, darling, and all of it in a shambles. Where exactly do you want to know about? We haven't heard anything from Fort Joy in a good long time, ever since a group of renegade sorcerers escaped, killing Bishop Alexander in the process. I'm no fan of Magisters, not anymore, but I can't help but think that Alexander's death was unfortunate. Dallas is only making everything worse. I intercepted some Magister communications from there a while ago. Seems like their Voidwoken problems have decreased lately, but they're not quite sure why. They're preparing for war with the Divine Order, with all three houses riled up in a frenzy. The House of Dreams are communing with dead warriors. The House of Lore are drawing up new maps for after the war. And the House of War? Well, the House of War are in their element. Same old story. The Queen is trying to quench the rebellion, but the rebels are too quick for her. And in all that, the traders are getting more powerful while the nobility weakens. What part they'll play in the upcoming war remains to be seen. Good luck out there. You'll need it. We all will.
The frog blinks slowly, considering you with shrewd and beady eyes. After a pointed pause, he opens his mouth, flicking his tongue out to catch an unfortunate fly right from the tip of your boot.
Another blow-in. And this used to be such a nice neighborhood. Well, where should I start? Lethal plants is pretty high on the list. Not to mention kids rampaging in the pool, splashing about, doing Lucian knows what underwater, and scaring all the flies away. And then there are the self-styled heroes like you charging in there, thinking they're just gonna cut down that demonic foliage with a slice or two. Not likely. You heard me, mister. You're part of the problem. I tell you, I've had quite enough. Quite.
With that, the frog turns his back to you with disdain.
The water rises and falls on Lord Ken's command.
Looks like Chem's locked this hatch, on top of submerging it. He must have a lot to hide. That's the water taken care of. But it looks like that hatch needs a key.
Come out wherever you are. Come out wherever you are.
I hope everything is to your utmost satisfaction.
Come out wherever you are. Come out wherever you are.
Those magisters are craftier than I thought.
Daylight. There must be an opening nearby.
you are. I've been looking for Losa. I suppose she can sense how close she is to him. Luckily for all of us, I've been busy. I know exactly what we need to do to get him out of Losa's head and into the palm of her hand. Shall I continue? Well, the prognosis is very good. I know of a way we can find your demon's home plane, the place he stores the souls he steals. If we can find it, we can destroy it.
Losa inhales sharply.
I'll read that as excitement, gratitude, battle lust.
It's just... this is it. This is everything I've wanted. Finally, a chance to have a chance.
That's the idea, at least. But we need to move quickly. The faster we can get in and out of there, the less chance there will be that a drama leak realizes we're there. So, are you ready?
Yes. Yes, definitely. I think. So, team, ready to roll?
Malady takes Losa's hands and closes her eyes.
Stay near me, all of you. You don't want to get lost where we're going.
You are suddenly heavy on your feet. The air here feels weighted with import and dread. All light within you feels suddenly dimmer.
Here we are. Tread carefully, Losa. This place... it isn't safe.
Losa looks at you nervously and smiles.
I'm glad you're here. So, where should we start?
That depends on what we find. We need to weaken your demon by freeing the souls he's trapped here. Exactly how he's storing them, and what that will mean for us, will be a surprise for both of us. The powerful ones do. Nothing they enjoy more than a private playground where no prying eyes can interfere with their fun. And before you ask, no, I don't have one. Even I have a modicum of decency. Deep, deep down. I believe so. But we won't let that happen.
You can say that again.
You can, but that would close the portal for good. It isn't nothing for me to bring us here. It takes a great sacrifice. Don't waste it. Sense something here. This is it, Losa.
No wax pools at the candle's wick, though it grows brighter as you inspect it. A feeling comes over you. There's a soul within this flame, within the black wax that fuels it.
Do you feel it, Losa? There's a soul within this candle. So, this is how your demon operates. He collects them here and feeds from them at his leisure.
I feel it. It's the spirit of a woman. Prudence, the innkeeper in Driftwood. She made a deal with him, with a Dramalik, and now she'll be trapped here forever.
If the demon is feeding from her, we need to snuff the candle out. This is how we'll weaken him.
Snuff her out? But that's like killing her. If I do that, I'm no better than Adramalik.
Oh, please. He destroys people for the love of it. If we must do this, it's to save the thousands he'd feed on in future.
That isn't true. I don't care about them. I mean, I do. But the only person I really care about is me.
She reaches out and pinches the wick, snuffing out the fire.
There. It's done. Let's keep moving.
Good idea. Alive. There'll be more where this came from. This won't do. Second verse, same as the first.
The candles glow with the light of the spirits housed by each. They reach toward Losa, eager to be heard.
You know what you must do, Losa. There is no other way.
2 people. 2 souls. 2 souls just like me. You're right. I owe them that. I owe them at least that.
She holds her hand to the flame and seems to go into a trance.
2 souls. So different. 2 souls bound together by the demon. One, a humble man, a father. The other, a killer. The first, he understands. He wants me to destroy Adramalik. He's willing to be destroyed himself. The second is full of anger, of fury. He doesn't want to be sent into the darkness. I have no choice. If I want to survive him, I have to be like him. I have to do this. It's the only way.
Losa reaches out and twists the candle's wicks. They smoke and die.
You're getting the hang of this. Very good. Not done yet, Losa.
All those souls.
I wasn't expecting this.
The candles twinkle in the distance, each a life, each a soul.
All these people. All these people, all these precious people.
She stands silent, stock still. Malady suddenly grabs Losa's arm. She speaks through gritted teeth.
We must stop him. This cannot continue. We can't let it. We need to free them, snuff them out. If Adramalik can't draw on their power, we'll be able to face him and finish him.
But they're all like me. Every last one of them. How can I...
I know it isn't easy, but we need to end them. Yes, they will vanish. They won't go onto the hall. They'll simply cease to be. But if we don't do this, there will be no stopping Adramalik. The sea of candles will grow larger. He won't stop. Just say the word, Losa, and I'll summon a flood large enough to end this. All of this, once and for all.
Losa looks out over the sea of candles for a long while, saying nothing.
It's so quiet here. I don't feel him at all. Here we are, before the evidence of all his disgusting deeds, and my mind is clearer than it's been in a long time. It's funny, isn't it? How some pain is so big it just burns you clean from the inside out. It's almost like I could just step off the edge of this ledge and float away. There's nothing to me anymore. Nothing at all.
The light from the candles dances in her dark eyes as she looks at you.
Do I?
She takes your hand and looks out over the sea of souls once more. She leans against you, letting you support the smallest bit of her weight.
Sometimes I think my fate was written from the beginning. I was never going to manage it. When someone that powerful wants something from you, they just take it. That's what they do. Only an idiot pretends they won't.
She stiffens and stands upright, running her fingers through her hair. She smiles. Smirks, really.
I guess that makes me an idiot. Malady, let's do it.
With pleasure. Ah, perfect. There. It's done. It's all done. All right, that should do it. We need to leave. Quickly.
She pants and wipes her mouth. Blood smears across her sleeve. Lohse is still and quiet, her eyes flashing grey, then black, then draining back to normal.
A drama leak. He must be furious. We need to get out of here, now. Hurry. There you have it, Lohse. Do you feel it? How weak he's become.
It's amazing. My heart feels more like my own than it has in too long now. I can almost start hoping I stand a fighting chance.
You still need to face him. You still need to best him. But you can do it, especially with allies like this at your side. Of that, I have no doubt. None. I need to rest. You can do this. You are ready. You can finish this, now and forever.
I couldn't have done any of it without you, Mals.
Lohse wraps Malady in a huge hug. Malady grimaces and pats her back stiffly. Having extinguished the flames in the demon's home plane and killed innocents in the process, Lohse looks to her party, eyebrows raised.
You sacrificed many to save many more, yourself included among them. It was the right thing to do.
I had no choice. If I had left those souls alive, I stand no chance of defeating a Dramalik. This is the only way forward.
That was an odd little interlude. One better forgotten. Onward.
That was amazing. He's scared. I feel it. Oh my gods, I feel it. This is it. Freedom. I can hardly remember what it tastes like.
She looks at you, smiles, and licks her lips.
I bet it tastes like you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've a demon to destroy.
There's more blood down there than water.
Here lies some anonymous soul. This grave is unmarked. Here lies some anonymous soul. This grave is unmarked. This grave is unmarked. Here lies some anonymous soul. Here lies some anonymous soul. Here lies some anonymous soul. Here lies some anonymous soul.
What's this?
Greetings! Have you come for miracle? Do you need fixing from the doctor, man? The doctor is in, doctor is in, doctor is in, he's in! He has the tricks, the gifts, the healing ways, the dealing ways, the dark ways. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Breathe, breathe. The doctor is in, doctor is in, doctor is in! The doctor! He treats, cures, helps, haunts the sick, the ill, the needed, disease, hurting, sad, happy, healthy. His house, the Black House, the doomed Dr. Miracle House.
Here lies some anonymous soul. Here lies some anonymous soul. This grave is unmarked. Here lies some anonymous soul. This grave is unmarked. Here lies some anonymous soul. Here lies some anonymous soul. This grave is unmarked. This grave is unmarked.
It's stuck fast. It won't move.
The door does not open, but it feels alive. It feels like it's examining you, or at least one of you. The door is examining Losa. The door does not open. A creeping sensation comes over you, as if the door were examining you.
Losa. The doctor will see you now.
Losa, the doctor will see you now.
So, you found me.
There's no mistaking it. This is the voice of the demon, the one who's been haunting your mind for so long now, the one who intends to seize your body, your soul, for himself. He stumbles and coughs, then regains his composure. His eyes narrow malevolently.
So this is how you repay me after everything I've done for you.
He winces and recoils, then quickly regains his composure.
Come, Losa. After all we've been through.
He stands tall, suddenly cool.
Ours has been a story for the ages, hasn't it? You were nothing but a two-bit minstrel playing host to a carousel of visitors, and I was... well, I was doing quite well. But now, I'm even better. We've become so much more together than we ever were apart. We stand at the edge of divinity itself. Hand in hand, we'll cross the ultimate threshold. If that were true, I'd be looking out through your eyes right this moment. We both know I could if I wanted. We both know I could do anything I wanted. But I don't. Why? Because I respect you. I respect what we've accomplished together. And most of all, I respect where we're going from here. I won't deny I have had my less than dignified moments. You're difficult, Losa. You know that? You push people to the edge, and then you're surprised when they get desperate. I'm afraid that ship has sailed, Losa. I won. It's too late. You know that, don't you? Of course you do. You feel it. There is no cell in your body I do not occupy. No thought I do not see. I am everywhere. Because I am you. Here's what you do. You find Dallis. You take back the powers of the gods. And when you do, summon me. Together, we'll end it all in an instant. Divinity will be ours. I have given you everything.
The powers of the gods. Freedom from their relentless demands. Everything I had, I laid at your feet. And you react to me with this violence, this hatred. It defies logic. It defies explanation.
There's nothing left I can do for you, Losa. Nothing but feel sorry for you. And that I certainly do. For here, in this house, no harm may come to me.
But make no mistake, this changes nothing. You are mine. Mine and mine alone. I don't need your consent. I only need your soul. Ah, how good of you to come. And you've It's odd, seeing you here among my things, my practice. Usually it's me who visits you.
He stumbles and coughs, then regains his composure. His eyes narrow malevolently.
I understand you've been very, very busy. You're welcome in my home, in this plane, Losa. But I don't remember inviting you to my little hideaway among the stars. Who do you think you are?
Losa shoots you a knowing glance and smirks.
I have to say, Adramalik, you don't look too good.
He winces and recoils, then quickly regains his composure.
Come, Losa. After all we've been through, you must know better than to cross me like this. You've seen what I've done to those who test my patience.
Maybe once, before I cut you off from your precious candles. Did it hurt when I snuffed them out? Did you feel the loss of each one as their power fell away from you? How does it feel, Adramalik, to be as small and powerless as you make the rest of us feel?
Shut up! Shut up!
Such disrespect. I'd be a bit friendlier if I were you. But then again, I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? I'm still going to destroy you.
Stay away from me. Stay where you are.
You should have stayed away from me.
Losa puts a hand to her weapon. She glows with cold fire. Her radiance fills the room. She looks to you.
Ready, Chief?
I have given you everything. The powers of the gods. Freedom from their relentless demands. Everything I had, I laid at your feet. And you react to me with this anger, this hatred. It defies logic. It defies explanation. There's nothing left I can do for you, Losa. Nothing but feel sorry for you. And that I certainly do. But make no mistake, this changes nothing. You are mine. Mine and mine alone. I don't need your consent. I only need your soul. I'm so very disappointed in you, Losa. Look what you've made me do. Bad, bad girl, Losa. I shall have to teach you a lesson.
The box hops and dances, as if an energetic toad lives within it. A large key protrudes from the side.
Die, Isbiel!
The swaying toy sports a grin so evil, it might have spawned from the void itself. But it's not the smile that disturbs you most. It's the ominous ticking of the mechanism beneath.
Okay. The doctor's plan. Hide in wedding cake. When dessert time came, go boom! Goodbye, Isbiel. I don't know why you're so nervous. I wasn't really going to explode.
spirit peers down at his own remains with morbid fascination. His ghostly form takes on a queasy shade of green.
Well, it's not often you get to see yourself in this state, is it?
He gestures to a small grey lump nestled within his open chest cavity.
That's what did me in. Funny. Doesn't look like much. I was sick, and I wasn't going to get better. The doctor made me an offer. He'd pay me if he could study my body after I died. It was a lot of gold. I couldn't say no. I'm providing more for my family in death than I ever did while I was alive. Go figure.
What happened? The last thing I remember was hunting the doctor. He did this to me, but he's no more. I can feel his presence has extinguished. I am free. The long nightmare is over. Now I can rest. Finally. Farewell.
I'm dead. Praise dear Sindilius. The long nightmare is over at last. The doctor's presence lingers no more. He has been snuffed out. Good. Many have sought to kill the doctor. None have succeeded. I am one of those hunters who became prey. He possessed me and forced me to do his bidding.
The spirit smiles, then vanishes like a shadow chased away by the sun.
Poor soul.
Wet eyes, red face, soiled garb. The dwarf suffering is writ on his body and soul. He opens his mouth to speak, revealing a gaping darkness where his tongue should be. You recognize him. This is Barston Tongues, the self-assured driftwood bard, whose golden voice filled the tavern with verse. His lips part. Drool trickles from his lower lip, but he speaks no words, and there is no meaning to be found in his formless throat burbles. The dwarf's eyes widen in gratitude. He blinks, yet no tears fall from the pink goo that's collected in the corners.
That's the bard from Driftwood. Looks like his singing days are over.
In the squalor of these hellish surroundings, you spy a lone, bewildered figure.
Who's there? So dark. Step in from the shadows. It's you, God woken. The demon, Adramalik. Too powerful. Possessed. Kill it, if you can. Adramalik. His name is not enough. He knew I was coming for him. A trap. A cage. So fast. Like lightning before the thunder. So fast. My soul encaged. Yes. A newfound silence. Sweet absence of agony. The 1,000 teeth are gone, gnawing at the mind and heart. I faced the hell scarcely to be imagined. But you, torchbearer, led me out of the dark. Thank you. Bless you. You did what I could not. After such a feat, it cannot be denied. You are worthy of divinity. I must depart for the Lady Vengeance. There I can recover. Go claim the power of the gods, and do unto the void as you did unto the demon. Only you can.
Artifacts, protected by magical shields. Lucky find. Nice. Locked with magic.
The mortal remains of John Corcoran.
It won't open. It seems to be connected to the other one, somehow. It won't open. It seems to be connected to the other one, somehow. Locked with magic. Locked with magic. Junk. It's stuck fast. It won't move. Junk. Won't open. It seems to be connected to the other one, somehow. Locked with magic.
dwarf's agony is evident in his wrecked face and figure, but he...
Locked with magic.
Paired up. When you unlock one, you lock the other.
I think the damn thing's closed for good.
Hey, everything okay?
She flings her hands into the air, closes her eyes and laughs.
I feel... real.
She twirls in place, then stands straight, arms at her sides, still smiling.
I feel like I can take on the world. As for Dallas, bring it on.
ended my suffering. I am a projection of the spirit of Elenessa. The demon is dead. I am no longer his slave. You have my gratitude, and in recognition of all that you've done, I shall give you the spirit of an elven morning star. Made of pure source, it will pierce your enemy's armor. I know you shall use it in the service of good. Fare you well, Demon Slayer. Fare you well.